Sunshine and Calamity Gaming.
Hey, that's Sunshine. This is Calamity, and we're gonna play Wolfenstein: The New Order.
Yeah.
This game is 3.5 years old.
That's
Did you just kill a Pokemon?
my Squirtle!
Ah, Squirtle.
Psyduck and even Poliwag! Not even Poliwag, it's Poliwhirl. I don't have a Poliwag.
Isn't a Poliwag another word for a tadpole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because the Poliwag is the tadpole version of...
Mm-hmm.
I think it's... What's the final evolution?
Fuck if I
Polywar
know.
or something like
Something
that?
like that. Anyway,
The Gengar
here we
didn't
are
fall.
talking about Pokemon when we could be talking about
It's related to Wolfenstein.
killing Nazis.
Killing Nazis.
Killing some Nazis.
Um,
So you've played this before,
definitely have.
definitely, and you played on Uber.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
That
So-
was my second playthrough. First playthrough I did, I'm Death Incarnate.
That seems
which
like a reasonable difficulty.
I'm not going to be doing Uber again because I kind of struggled with it.
And too much struggle is just no fun for anybody.
Especially not me because I get mad and never play it again.
So I'm really excited for this. I'm excited for the sequel.
He has
which
kissable lips.
I wonder who they did for the face mapping of his character.
You could definitely look it up.
You have a cat on your feet, and he has
is in
already ruined one take
trouble.
of this.
Yeah. This is
Shithead.
part 2 actually.
We
he's
got
actually
4 minutes
trying
into
to-
a recording before he ran right across and unplugged everything.
I feel like we're blaming one of the cats when it was 2.
It was both of them.
They
it was
were
a
fighting.
combined
They were
effort, but
playing
he's
with
the
each
only one
other.
that comes back, crawling back to you, pleading for forgiveness.
Because he's the sweetheart.
Again, the face model there looked like Hugh Laurie.
Yeah. I do love like the design they go for in these. It's really
It's very
interesting.
stylized. I
It's
like it.
very much so of its time.
I think the mix of realistic and not realistic graphics helped it age well because it's 3.5 years old.
Yes, it
But
is.
which is old in video game land. But it's
oh yeah.
it doesn't show its age quite as bad as a lot of games from that era.
We'll see when we get to the actual gameplay for sure how it holds up more so. But
But-
I think it's gonna be fun.
I'm excited for this because
I really want to play the second one, but I figured we should play this
Yeah.
one first.
yeah.
Enjoy that.
Mhm.
Because I really do want to play the second one, but I'm gonna wait to play it,
Yeah.
I guess, until after for whatever reason.
I enjoy Wolfenstein because I was a big fan of Philip K. Dick's The Man in the High Castle.
Which is a good book.
I haven't seen the Amazon show
I haven't either.
based off of
We
it.
should watch that.
Probably.
Is that a Prime exclusive?
Yeah, well, we
Not
have Prime.
exclusive. I know.
We
I
have
was
Prime. I don't
free-
think we have to pay
free
for it. I
to-
think it's
Yeah. That's
it's
covered,
included
that's
in our subscription.
Ooh,
Um,
Grand Tour.
Grand Tour season 2, yes, season 1 was so good.
I'm
It,
back.
it was different from
You're handsome, aren't you?
like old Top Gear, but it was still good.
Yeah,
Um,
there was some. There's, I think, the second episode
Yeah,
was not the best.
the one with the cops.
No,
Or-
not the one with the cops. The one where they were doing the military stuff. to
Yeah,
get
that's what
by.
I meant. The one where they did the military training was still funny.
Yeah, but it got old fast, and they didn't do enough actual car stuff. I can't see.
Yeah. But Grand Tour was good. I just binge watched all of Lore in 2 days.
All of what?
Lore.
Oh, lore. Yeah.
Um,
You told me about that.
It was really good.
I think it's something I should watch.
I think it's something you'd
'Cause
enjoy
you
because
enjoy it.
you like the history aspects of it.
That was my own plan. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
So
to shoot you.
it was cool. Yeah, I liked the podcast that it was based on, so it was a good show. So yeah, we should probably give Man in the High Castle a chance.
Probably.
Mom liked it, but sometimes you and her have different taste in TV shows. So.
I definitely have a different.
Kind of like you and Charlie in different taste in movies.
Yeah. I have good taste, and you guys have your taste.
Anyway, but it might be worth giving a shot.
No comment.
I did watch. She recently recommended the movie 1922, which is it's on Netflix. It was based on a Stephen King novella, and I watched it the other night when you were at work, and it was really good. as far as like ghost stories go.
Uh,
I think you'd actually like it. It didn't like beat over the head with it being a ghost story.
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that.
So it was pretty good. But no, we should give Man in the High Castle a chance. 'Cause I loved the book. I love most of what Philip K. Dick writes or
Yeah.
wrote. God rest his soul. So
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I read Man in the High Castle I think once. I've never taken the time to read it again.
every time I feel the urge to read Man in the High Castle, though, or like reread it, I wind up rereading Cat's Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut.
Yeah.
I really like that one. I like the whole Ice Nine thing, and
Oh yeah, I haven't actually read that one, but you told me.
it's really good. I really recommend it. If you it's referential for like religion and politics and science. It's
Oh shit.
very philosophical. A lot of Kurt Vonnegut stuff is. So I liked it quite a bit. It's a good book.
I don't think things are going well for them.
Yeah, it doesn't look like things are going swell over there. Golly gee.
Golly gee.
And,
Okay. So
but then this whole thing also reminds me of the Metro series, which
Oh, yeah. I love
you read
Metro. I love
and you
Metro.
played all the games.
Well, I played the games and then I went and read the book. At least 2033. I like it. I should probably be paying attention because we're going down. We're following. I think that's the troop transport. That's why we're like trying to save them. And flying down low probably not the best idea. Who knows?
Yeah, probably not.
Oh man. If I remember right, this is like the Allies' last-ditch effort to defeat the Nazis.
So, do you want to do well,
Do the what?
I forget. So, does this explain what the general gist of Wolfenstein is, or could our viewers benefit from you explaining the idea?
That's really, I don't know. I don't think it needs much explaining other than it's an alternate reality where the Nazis develop new, where the Nazis develop technology and stuff, because of that guy right there. I think he's called Death's Head, which, if you know anything about Nazis,
Death's
means
Head
he's
is-
hardcore SS. These are the worst. They're scum of the planet. Yeah, they just get all these new technologies and stuff that they found from a secret society. I think that's the story. And they use it to conquer most of the world with Japan.
So it's the alternate universe in which the Axis wins
Yeah, pretty much.
World War II.
But they don't win it through like different tactical.
They
changes.
they don't
through
win it.
technology.
Yeah.
They win the technology race essentially, which.
Okay. Which I think that's an important stipulation.
Yeah.
Because in
Well,
I
don't
think in
remember if
Man in the
Hitler's
High
even in
Castle-
this or not. Well, I know. Yes, Hitler is in this, but not the Hitler you're thinking of.
Well, in Man in the High Castle, I think the way they won, it wasn't so much technological advancement as it was like strategic. Like they had invaded,
Yeah.
and so it was more strategy and placement of soldiers and things like that, and like.
Well, this is that. It's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. But in the previous games, I think Wolfenstein was one of the very first shooters, if not the first shooter, like straight up shooter.
Not like Doom.
No, it's before Doom.
Okay.
The first.
Oh, yeah, I
first
wasn't sure
Wolfenstein's
which was
before Doom.
first, Wolfenstein or Doom.
Oh, but I love in the first, I think first or second one, you fight Hitler and he's Robo-Hitler, and when you kill
Robo-Hitler.
him, he melts into like a puddle.
That's awesome. That's got to be super
Yeah, because
cathartic.
that's why it's easy to say like the Nazis are the villain that everything uses. They're the
Yeah.
ultimate bad guy people can think of. I think we're about to crash.
Yeah, and for good reason. This game's probably going to be a lot more interesting to me this time watching it. Because I watched you play the first time. It's going to be a little bit more interesting because since then I've learned and listened to a lot more research into, like...
The occult aspect?
Yeah, because the Nazis were really into the occult and weirdness and, like, they're a bunch of fucking nerds. And,
Yeah,
like, kind of lame. I mean, obviously, you know, genocide fucking sucks. So, fuck
that's
that.
an understatement, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not even as... I don't know if there are words strong enough
No.
to convey how much it sucks.
Because I think, isn't it in total they killed something like 11 million
It's
people?
An insane
Through the
number.
genocide, not
It's
even including the war.
Not even including the rest of the war. It's an insane number. And then to consider
Are you
the
not
fact...
even gonna notice the Panzerfaust? I
I
mean,
in
not the Panzerfaust.
Robo-Kitty, you mean?
Yeah.
The Robo-Cat?
Panzerhound. It's a Panzerhound. My bad. I remember what they're called. But yes, Robo-Kitten.
Yeah.
Robo-Kitty.
That was cool.
Robo-Kitty.
I
forget where I'm supposed to go.
But no, they're a bunch of fucking, like,
Hey.
superstitious nerds.
Dude, get out of there. There's a Robo-Kitty. Guys, Robo-Kitty's just over there. Wait, why does the Robo-Kitty want to kill me so bad then?
Fergus, what's your status?
You've got the yellow telephone. That's why.
He's got the yellow phone. He must die.
Some kind of armored hell beast is trying to fucking eat it. No joke. Same problem
Yeah.
here. Jacked up inside dead wreckage. Is that you over there?
Ooh.
Kitty, kitty,
Yeah, there's a
kitty.
lot of them though.
Kitty, kitty.
It's actually a really
Yeah,
cool, like,
so this is
idea.
why the Germans won.
I mean, it's the technological advancements, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how do you stop a
I see you.
Robo-Kitty cat that's
Can't get to it from out position. Until they fucking trapped in here.
small arms fire can't destroy, and you don't have readily available anti-tank weapons? What the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm sure the weapon bugger all.
Is what a bazooka is gonna do to that?
Get head down below the surface. Should be alright.
Because this is gonna be closer to...
Yeah.
The U.S. is still using more of the World War II technology, so we have like...
It's a big difference.
Yeah, we're using bazookas, which weren't even good against German tanks in World War. Oh, hey.
Robo-Kitty has found you.
Yeah, I gotta slide. I gotta pay attention to how to play again. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, so bazookas weren't even good against like German armor in World War II. What good's a rocket launcher like that gonna be against a armored kitty?
I think this is going to be a fun playthrough.
An armored meow.
considering...
I love cats.
I was going to say what a giant history nerd you are. Specifically for the Second World War.
I think if that's the one that a lot of people though.
Yeah. I
Because-
mean, a lot of people are. But
Mhm.
for you, I think, like... Because you enjoy a lot of history. You
I
are...
like history.
You'll talk about, like, medieval history and
Mhm.
stuff like that, and you're fine. But... What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, probably Saving Private Ryan.
Okay.
Or Black Hawk Down. I like Black Hawk Down a lot.
But I will say, Saving Private Ryan is the only one of those two that you
I-
had a poster for.
Yeah, and also it makes me mad,
Like, yeah.
that ending.
Yeah.
Ugh. I can't remember the character's name, but fuck that guy. You know, if you've watched that movie, you know who I'm talking about.
You get deeply upset every time you watch
Yeah,
that movie.
I mean, no matter what. Time to
you-
kill the kitties!
Like, we've been... You have so many books that are just about the Second World War.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Oh.
I'll pretty much buy... If it's a World War II book or anything like that, I probably...
I mean,
I
like,
try to get them.
just glancing over my shoulder, I can see at least 6 of them.
Yeah, I got
So, so I think it's interesting because we're going to get to see a little bit of that.
a little bit, not too much.
Not too much. I will try to keep my shit talking about how fucking nerdy, stupid Nazi. I mean, it was just,
I mean, it was D&D gone too far.
yeah. Essentially, it was they took their own mythology, like
They created their own.
they created their own mythology and then they bought into it.
I mean, yeah, tell yourself a lie enough.
Yeah.
So, these are actually, this submachine gun is called right now. I actually like the look a lot because it's like a more advanced looking Tommy gun. which is pretty neat to me. Nazis! Sorry, that was probably really loud. I did get it.
It's fine. It's probably no louder than in the Yoshi takes. You make the ghost sounds. But no. This game, it's aged well for 3.5 years.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't do anything crazy new to the genre or anything like that. It is just a good game.
This is a staple. Yeah. Ugh,
Sorry
right in
that
the
took so
foot.
long.
Right in the
I
foot.
forgot how to do it. I didn't kill him! And this is like an MP44 on crack. You know what that is, right?
I'm gonna smile and nod.
It's what's credited as being one of the first assault rifles.
Okay. All of these books on weapons and stuff at my disposal, and I still.
I don't expect that's what we're doing.
That would kind of be like me being like referencing a spell or a mythical creature, and you would be like,
I would probably do that,
well, depending on what it is.
but I guess.
I've got several encyclopedias of like
I forget how to do the.
mythology at my feet. So.
I read all the mythology ones.
Yeah.
I like that you can dual wield in this.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But I don't have like a lot of ammo, so I'm gonna do it anyways. No, I might have
Dual wielding in a video game looks cooler than it would actually look like in real life.
It looks cool no matter what.
Yeah, but it's not effective.
No, I mean, why would it be effective? Why are you doing it to be effective?
I guess you're, because you're fighting Nazis. Don't you want to be effective?
I mean,
Fuck
I
them.
am being effective by dual wielding and murdering them dead.
You're like, I've got 2 guns. That's twice as effective.
Yeah, that's twice as many Nazi killing holes that shoot bullets of death. Well, there's technically a stealth element to this game as well, but I'm not necessarily good at that part. I like to just... Ah! Oh yeah, there's normal dogs. I forgot
Yeah.
the robo doggies. The robo woofs.
Robo-pups.
I keep hearing them, but I haven't seen them yet. There we go.
There we go. That actually legitimately made me jump just then.
That's good. 'Cause it made me scared.
Cybernetically
Look what I did to his
enhanced puppet.
head. He's backwards.
Puppies.
And the fact that they attached robotics to a dog, even though obviously they can make giant ones.
Clearly they're monsters, okay?
Okay,
Like, I
look
don't
at that
need to be
thing.
convinced any further.
Oops. Sorry, I forgot. Warzone, can't look at the giant Tesla shooting death thing. No, there is a 360 Wolfenstein on the 360. I'm not a huge fan of it. I've never played it, honestly, but it looks bad.
Wait,
That's-
so what was that statement just there? I've never played it. I'm not a huge fan of it. It looks bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know when you just see something, you're like, no, that's not gonna be good. That's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, am I out of bullets? I'm out of bullets. Guys, I might not have been using my weapons
Well,
efficiently.
wisely.
I killed myself. I'm sorry.
There was something weirdly satisfying about that knife, though.
Yeah, I threw a grenade. And my own grenade's what blew me up. Yeah.
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 I promise.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what
Okay.
happened.
I'm gonna make it to the next part of the game.
Okay.
I mean, maybe not the end of this. I thought it was out of bullets. Yeah.
Make it to that next little bit. It's convenient that they glow blue. It makes them easier to see.
Yeah, they have like power packs.
Mm-hmm.
Make them tougher. I gotta remember it doesn't auto pick up ammunition, so I gotta actually pick it up.
switching to that.
Sneak up and perform a takedown. This is gonna be cool.
The sequence of death.
Neat. This also makes me want to go watch Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah. I have mixed feelings about Quentin Tarantino, but I gotta say, I'm a fan of that film.
I guess I should kill that guy too.
You hated that movie the first time you watched it.
Well, yeah, because I was upset about its historical inaccuracies.
And then
but
I was like, no, no, no.
You
Nah.
told me that it's an alternate reality.
It's
and
in
as soon
just
as it's an
twisted
alternate
reality.
I don't care.
So.
But I didn't know that originally. 'Cause I'm
Well, I think, yeah. I like the theory that all of Tarantino's movies take place in the same universe. I don't think it's true, but it's a cool theory.
It could be. Gotta take out the commandant.
I liked Christoph Waltz in that movie. And in Django. He was really good in Django. He was okay in Spectre, but I'm not gonna hold that against him. I think it was mostly just like,
He's pretty good in Spectre.
well, like he was good in Spectre, but the writing for his character was kind of not great.
Did I do it?
They built him up to be this big boogeyman type character, and then he was on screen for like 30 minutes, maybe. And then was killed super easily.
Well, he wasn't killed super easily. He lived. I died again. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
that's
was-
true, because there is that theory about that where,
It's all just a dream.
that like the rest of the film that takes place after they start electrocuting him is just what's happening as he's being
Or
like
drilling in his
lobotomized,
head. They're drilling in his
like
head.
lobotomizing him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I like that a lot better.
But I think the villains are kind of the weak part of James Bond
Yeah.
because they don't have enough time to develop a villain.
Well, the only villain they bothered to try and develop it was that character, but they didn't really do it. You know? But then again, I mean, I don't exactly expect that type of stuff from James Bond.
Hi there.
I never really got
dead.
into the James Bond movies, so.
Me either. Hi there. He's dead. Alright, let's finish off their friends.
Mhm.
Go with that double cannon action. Well, I can sneak up and kill someone. That's fine.
You speak a little bit of German, don't you?
Huh?
You speak some German, right?
I used to, like, a long time ago.
And your dad does. A
Oh.
little bit. Not like fluently, but a little bit.
You know, a little bit. Nothing crazy. Look at the bomb. Someone dropped this bomb.
Hmm.
Can't believe it. Let's go this way.
Oh, remind me later. I need to tell you when we're not being recorded and watched constantly. I think I figured out the whole like Roswell thing. It's super obvious.
That's good.
I figured it out.
What is the thing you figured out?
Well, okay.
But like, keep it discreet. Only code. You know
Okay.
the code I'm talking
I'll
about.
I'll say it in
Code.
like a double layered code.
Yeah.
So you gotta
So
crack the
just,
code to
like-
crack the code. So what I think happened was,
Don't make it too complex though, because I'm not very smart.
okay, well Roswell, New Mexico, or actually the town where
Simpler.
Sorry.
the no, I'll just tell you later.
No, just tell me
It's
now.
fine.
No,
That's cool.
No, tell everyone your grand ideas
Well,
about Roswell.
So the town where it happened was within like 60 miles of the military bases where they were testing the nuclear weapons and actually housing most of the atomic weapons that we had at that point, because this is like right after the end of the Second World War, before Korea. And so that's where all of them were. We know for a fact that in that time period on the other coast, there were at least one reported incident of like military planes that were carrying atomic bombs accidentally dropping them, but they didn't detonate. And the government, like, it was a huge thing, like, that, oh my gosh, like, they could have killed people on accident if that had accidentally detonated. And to me, it seems the Roswell stuff happened at a time when the government had figured out, like, oh, well, if we let people just believe that aliens and UFOs are the thing, they'll stop pointing out when our experimental aircraft are visible, or you know, like when they see stuff that we don't necessarily want the USSR to know about, or stuff like that. Or if we let people be loud and crazy and assume that it's aliens, then they will ignore the fact that it's actually just the government. It's benign, you know, if we let them be crazy. And so I think it's probably a case of something similar to that, where experimental aircraft from the nearby base that we know was housing those types of weapons had another mess up like that, which we know happened in that time period on the other coast. They had a mess up like that, and rather than coming forward again and being like, hey, yeah, we did accidentally drop one of these things and we're lucky it didn't detonate, it was so much easier to be like, oh yeah, you can be crazy and assume it was an alien. And we're never going to say one way or the other about what it was. Because it's easier to let people speculate than to come out and be like, yeah, that was our bad.
Messed up. I forget what I was supposed to
So,
do here.
you know, it's just a theory. It's as plausible as anything.
Phew. Yeah.
Where are you going next?
Huh? I don't know. I forget.
You forget?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well,
You want
know.
to do it next? Let's do it next
figure it
time!
out so we can do it next time?
Yeah, let's do it next time.
Alright.
I gotta get through this door, though.
Keep watching the skies, people.
Yeah, dinosaurs, they're coming back. I'm telling you. They will return! And you will get eaten if you do not like, comment, and subscribe. They're gonna get you if you don't do it. Because I know them. I know them real good. Mr. T-Rex and Mrs.